2015, I had a check that I was getting weekly that I could rely on, and that income and security basically disappeared overnight. Yo, do y'all have a location like this where basically this is right next to a parking lot, but it looks like we're in the middle of this nature wonderland? Anytime I have to do like commercial photo shoots or lifestyle shoots, I always think about this location because it's just so awesome, it's so easy to get to, and that's why we started here today. It has nothing to do with the video, it just looks sick for an intro. So as for today's camera, Leica SL2 with the Lumix 24-70 with a Pro Mist filter and the GoPro Hero 9. Not a small setup by any means, but we're gonna drive out to North Georgia and check out a few locations. Now my goal today is obviously gonna be to make some photography, but because we're going to some locations that I don't know very well, we're also gonna talk about a topic, me losing my job this year and the unfortunate and also good things I learned from it. So basically, like a lot of people, this year I lost a percentage of my income. Now, I am in a very lucky percentage of people who had a side gig, being my YouTube channel, that was allowing me to still make money after I lost this job. But the stress of losing a weekly paycheck that I've been getting for 5 years was massive. And if you don't know what my job was to go with YouTube, I did product photography for a sneaker boutique here in Atlanta 2 times a week. Since 2015, I had a check that I was getting weekly that I could rely on, and that income and security basically disappeared overnight. All right, so I started this video about 2 weeks ago, so there's gonna be some continuity issues because I decided to cut all my hair off. When you lose your job or you have any major life event that can affect you financially, typically most people go into like a self-preservation mode. That's what happened for me. I realized, yo, you just lost about 1/3 of your monthly income, maybe a little bit more. What are you gonna do? So I panicked, started working super hard, put a ton of energy into this YouTube channel, which is not a bad thing. The bad thing is if you don't self-regulate, you never get out of that state of mind. And for me, this month is me trying to pull the reins back and say, hey, you made it through, you preserved yourself, now let's chill out and let's rebalance this whole thing. All right, got myself some snacks for the road. We're doing a little field trip over to Dawsonville, Georgia. This is a location we've been to on the Patreon, but I want to try to get some more photos over there today to possibly put in the book. Not sure the plan with the book, but this location should have some gems, fingers crossed. So first stop complete on today's photo mission. We are at the Georgia Racing Hall of Fame, I believe is what it's called. It's one of the things Dawsonville is known for, is their racing history. Interesting thing, right next to it is a grocery store. So you can get your groceries and visit the Hall of Fame all in one place. One of the other things I learned by losing my job is that the comfort zone is not overrated. Everyone on YouTube, all these influencers and everybody's always like, get out of your comfort zone, get out of your comfort zone. You know, the comfort zone's not necessarily a bad place to be. It's like a perfect balance, I guess. You want to push yourself and always strive for more, but if you find a nice little pocket, there's nothing wrong with staying there for a little while. If you gave me the choice of sticking with my job for another year and staying in that comfortable pocket, I definitely would have. So don't let people talk you out of the comfort zone. Push yourself, but don't if you don't have to, I guess. That's my advice. I guess to summarize what I was trying to say right there, the comfort zone is not as bad as people make it sound. It's a pretty tough location to make photos in. About a month ago, I came out here and didn't really have much luck, but directly behind me, I got this photo from this angle of this car pulling out with all that kind of old facade over there. This gas station turned liquor store behind me is pretty awesome. It was one of the photos I've been trying to get every time I come out here, and maybe today I'll get lucky after I film this clip. But the third thing I want to talk about is control. I like to try my best to dictate the outcome of what is going to happen to me. That's just how I am. That's how I look at YouTube. That's how I look at photography. I always try to maximize my chances to get the best result. And something I learned this year, at the end of the day, you really don't have any control. I mean, you can try your best, you can give yourself the illusion that you do, but In reality, all you can do is take things one day at a time and try your best to put yourself in a good position, but you really have no say in what actually is going to happen. Strood. Oh, hi. See, one of the reasons I was so inspired in the spring and the summer when I was working on that book was the days were so long, I would get so much photography done in one day. Yo, bro. So the fourth thing that I realized this year is if you're splitting time between too many things, you're not going to be proficient at anything. So what I mean is when I was working a job, I had the job that I was working for photography, had my freelance gigs that I was taking on probably once every other month. I had my YouTube channel, and I also had anything I was doing with merch or anything with my photo book, any extracurriculars like that. And what I realized is once that job went away, I put basically all my energy into YouTube and into freelance clients. And I really didn't have many freelance clients early after I lost the job because of the health situation going on. So all of my energy was going into YouTube. And what I realized is the YouTube videos I was making while I was splitting my time between so many things were nowhere near as good as they could have been had I not been splitting my time between so much stuff. My YouTube channel grew a lot this year, and I attribute that simply to me putting more time and effort into it. But if you're spread too thin, you're not gonna be good at anything, and you're not gonna see the results you want. All right, you wanna go walking? How many days is it gonna take me to finish this vlog? So I dropped the dog off at the groomer this morning, and I'm headed over to my parents to just hang out with them, enjoy the holidays. I decided to come out to this park that's near their house. This is actually where in high school I'd come to run cross country, and I don't know, brings back a lot of memories. Drank a beer over in the woods over there. Shh, don't tell anybody. Sorry, Mom and Dad. Whoa, we gotta bring this down. How's my hair look? Is my hair messed up? Another big thing this year taught me is that experience always wins, and never take getting experience for granted. So when I was working a freelance job that I was doing twice a week and making photos of sneakers, I was always thinking to myself, is this gonna take me anywhere? Like, am I gonna be able to do anything with this? And now, after doing it for 5 years and not doing it anymore, I realized it taught me a lot. Basically, it hyper made me learn. I learned so much about photography, and I've actually booked product photography jobs that are way bigger than anything I ever did there since, because of the experience I gained. Take as much opportunity as you can to get experience as you can, because it's always going to carry you forward. Experience never goes backwards. It always pushes you forward. Decided to come out here because I used to drive past this basketball court every single day on the way to high school, and I just thought, you know, this feels like a nostalgic morning, so I kind of wanted to come out here and try to make a photo that felt like it. A lot harder than it sounds. It's been a long time since I got up early and made photos. I need to do this way more often because it's just good for the soul. You just feel good. All right, so that's it for today's video. I'm gonna go inside, eat breakfast with the family. Hope you enjoyed it, but I'm gonna be answering comments for the first 2 hours that this video is live. Let me know your favorite photos from today's episode. My favorites are those 2 car photos. Crazy when I was editing them last night. I could not believe how dope they looked. So thank you guys for watching. Enjoy the holidays. If you celebrate, take some time off if you have the ability, and if you don't, try to just stay positive. I've been there before. Trust me, I know how hard it is. So I'm thinking about y'all. Thank you guys so much. See you next time.